want you to listen to him, give him a chance. Put your hands together for the funky hunky Eminem.
There are several great songs on Eminem's Recovery album, and if you take out each song on the album as a single, Recovery is one of his best albums ever. Today we'll be talking about Eminem's favorite song from the album, You're Never Over, and Eminem also said it was his most difficult to write, since it's about his best friend Proof that passed away in 2006. As we examine this song that celebrates Proof, remember to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, and for those of you that have been with us from the beginning, thanks for sticking around. The chorus of the song centers on Eminem talking about how life feels without his best friend, and Eminem reminisces about the best years of his life, the old days when he worked with Proof as a team. Eminem starts the verse with this.
If Proof could see me now, I know he'd be proud.
This is true based on the fact that Eminem had beat his drug addiction at this point and was back at the top of hip-hop after this feat. Remember, they moved from the days of Basement Productions to this point which took decades in the making. Eminem follows that bar by talking about how Proof always believed in him from day one and saw potential in him. Proof vouched for him through it all, and if not for him, many audiences wouldn't have taken Eminem seriously since he was white. Dre's Phantom has suicide doors, and Eminem suggests that because of Proof, no one can touch him, and anyone that tries him should refer back to what the doors represent.
It'll be them doors. Dre's Phantom, believe me, clowns. That means suicide, homie.
Eminem continues by talking about how critics tried to stop him after Relapse released, but he's got Proof on his side, so he doesn't care about all the criticisms the previous album got because no one is stopping him or forcing him to retire before he makes the decision. Eminem describes this and refers back to the Star Wars saga to stress his point.
No, I'm not gonna stop, the saga continues, no stopping the force, Obi.
The saga continues, and Obi in that bar is referring to Star Wars character Obi-Wan Kenobi. In the next bars, Eminem describes how he's dominating the rap game as mopping the floors with other rappers, and even adds that he's been trying to find a worthy successor, but no one has stepped up yet. Eminem refers to this as trying to pass the torch, but they keep dropping it, and this is an accurate description of M's place in hip-hop since 1999. No one can touch him, and referring to how Snoop is known to smoke weed, Eminem uses this as a metaphor to state this. Eminem moves on to talk about how Proof remained the only one that knew him deep down and understood him, and concludes the verse. Like we said earlier, this was Eminem's hardest song to write, and Eminem starts the second verse by hinting at this. This is why there was no dedicated track to Proof on Relapse, but with this, Eminem finally came up with something fitting. Eminem continues and in the verse talks about how he'll continue to rep Proof through his raps.
Yes, the best thing I can do right now, duty for you is to rap.
Since Proof encouraged him every step of the way to continue rapping in the beginning, now Eminem follows that by stating he'll do the same through his songs till his death, and with this he'll be celebrating the life of his best friend every step of the way. Proof fueled Eminem with confidence and hype in the early days before M blew up, and even acted as Eminem's hype man in performances before his death, and on this track, just rapping about Proof is giving Eminem all the hype and confidence he needs to continue. Eminem continues and seeks help from God to cope with the loss of his friend, and remember, Eminem nearly overdosed and lost his life because of grievance and depression, so he needs this. Eminem follows that up by admitting that he'll never be the same without Proof, and adds this.
I never would've came in this game, I'm going insane without you.
We can already see some negative effects of Proof's absence with the end of the group D12, and that group, including Eminem himself, wouldn't have been here today if not for Proof pulling the strings behind the scenes, and Eminem is well aware of that. This is probably why Eminem went with Proof instead of Chaos Kid, and if you missed our video about the relationship between M and Chaos Kid, click the link that pops up at the top right corner now. Duty is mentioned several times in the song, and that's Proof's nickname, and Eminem even admits that Proof came to him and told him to fight to survive when he nearly died of an overdose in 2007.
Laying on that table, I knew I was gonna make it. Soon as you said think of Haley, I knew.
Eminem follows this by stating that he was lucky to have a guardian angel like Proof who came down to give him strength to make it through, both when he was alive and even now that he's gone, he's still saving him and guiding him, and Eminem states that he's grateful to God for this and dedicates the song to Proof to end the verse. Eminem's best song on Recovery is also a fan favorite, and I've seen posts of fans who consider this to be one of the best songs on Recovery too. If you'd like to support the channel, you can donate at the link in the description. Thanks for watching, leave your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this.